Today's video is going to center around weight loss, but we're going to talk specifically about the lies that we tell ourselves in the midst of us trying to lose weight that we listen to. I am guilty of, I think, every single one of these. And I think that's why it prompted me to share this with you guys, because you guys know that since I lost the 55 pounds, it has been a battle for me to start losing again. And last year was definitely a battle, and it continues to be. And I only can lay the blame on myself. So let's get into it. The first one is I do not need to count my points or calories or whatever it is you're doing. I do not need to count it. I think to myself, I know how many points I've pretty much done this week or today or this meal, and I know I'm good. And so I don't do the actual, figuring out on the app or even writing down the things that I need to do. So that is definitely a huge one for me, because then I'm not keeping track of it for the entire week. When you actually see how many points do I actually have left over at the end of the day, and you are able to say with confidence, yes, I can eat this, fill in the blank, because I know I have the points left over to be able to do that. I think a lot of times we deceive ourselves, and if we're not keeping track, I think you're way over what you think you are. And that's me too. Please do not feel I'm yelling at you guys. I'm preaching to the choir here. I need to keep track of my points. Number 2, calories don't matter. Now, if you're doing counting calories, then you obviously are probably not believing this lie. I think this is an easy one with Weight Watchers, because when you are just saying, okay, I've got all these 0 points and I can go ahead and keep eating them because it's 0 points. It is a biological fact that if you eat more calories than you expend, you're going to gain weight, or you're not going to at least lose weight. Even though it might be 0 points, you absolutely should be at least keeping track, not track of calories, but at least mindful of how much you are eating. I think it's a good reference, and I am going to start doing this. You guys can hold me accountable. I am going to start writing down all the food I eat, not just the points. So the points for me are helpful to know where I am in the track of on my system, and I am on Purple Plan. And I'm going to start tomorrow, the typical Monday thing, and I'll get into Monday morning thinking in a second. But I got this. This is a planner that was sent to me from Life and Apples. It's a daily motivational journal for healthy living, and it's a wellness planner. It has a section in here for I'm grateful for, positive thoughts. I would probably use it with I would say I'm grateful for or thanking the Lord for, because I am a Christian and I would be praising the Lord for things that He's given me. Positive thoughts would probably be more like a Bible verse. Active day, so things that I'm keeping active. Notes to myself, priorities, it's a to-do list. But then it has these breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and I am committing myself to start filling this section in. I'm not going to actually keep track of my points here, because that's not my goal on this. I'm going to use the app to do that, because there are so many things I eat that I don't need to track points. So I don't even put it into the app, because why do that? And I don't like doing that. I think it's tedious. But for me to just write it down and jot down, well, I can look and say, okay, Bobby, you've eaten a lot today, and I need to cut back. And so I need to get that. I need to start losing weight again. And I think this is really going to help me. So I will link this below so you guys can look for one yourself. The thing I like about it, it's not dated, so you can start at any point. They're not giving me any money or anything. They just literally just sent me this, and I had no obligation to tell you. Third lie, exercise isn't necessary. This one's a hard one for me. You guys know that I've lost my weight without any exercise predominantly. I did a little bit of weight training and things. I think that that is a lie that I need to stop saying to myself, especially a woman over 50. Our metabolisms have slowed down drastically since we were, even 40. I'm sure those of you who are over 50 noticed that it was just this like, I don't know, almost overnight thing where all of a sudden it was like, you know, your metabolism was just like, nope, just not going to keep going right now. I've got to slow down. I'm exhausted. I think the only way to get that going is to get my metabolism moving by some exercise. So I've decided I need to start walking more. My husband's so good at that. He walks every day, and I just need to do that with him. So exercise does matter. At least some form of moving our bodies does matter. All right, number 4. I've eaten badly already, so now I can eat this. I'm sure you guys have had this. You've done okay, whatever, but then you hit lunch and somebody brought cake and you decided, I'm going to have some. And then you've eaten too much of it, and then you're like, well, the day is shot, so I'm just going to go ahead and eat whatever I feel like eating. Have you guys had that experience? I know I have. This is where we need to have that Monday morning mentality. This is the whole thought of, you know, I'm going to start my diet on Monday morning. So the thought is every meal, every bite is Monday morning. You can't wait till the next moment to eat healthy and right. You got to eat now. And don't think that now, just because I ate bad before, that now it's okay for me to eat whatever I want because, well, it's shot. I might as well. It's fine. Say to yourself, it is Monday morning. Don't think that you have to now, it's thwarted your whole entire day. Say, nope, next meal, I'm right back to what I need to do. Number 5. Okay, this one is a hard one because I think that we really truly want to believe this. I think we will see somebody else who has been successful in losing weight, and we feel that they are like kind of around the same age as us or whatever, and we feel like they lost weight doing fill in the blank, whatever it is. I can eat like that. If they can do it, then I can eat like that and I'll be fine. The problem is you're putting your body and your metabolism and your age and the way your body is made up into their life. And that's a lie. Yes, some of their concepts might work, but you are you, and you know your body, or you're getting to know your body. So do not accept the fact that if somebody else can do it, that means you can do exactly what they've done. I'm not saying not listen to other people. I am telling you to listen to me. I'm saying look at what somebody else is doing and weigh it, no pun intended, weigh it in light of your body, your age, metabolism, movement level. You can't think that it's okay if they can be on XYZ, what they're doing, it's automatically going to work for you. That is absolutely a lie. I have hit menopause, so therefore, or I'm in menopause I'm in the process of it. So therefore I cannot lose weight. Or it's so hard to lose weight because I am. I have actually said those words and I caught myself. That is saying that I have an excuse. That to me, and please, you guys can come at me if you want. I know I'm probably going to hit on some subjects here where you guys are going to be commenting to me, and that's okay. Comment below. That's fine. If you don't agree with me, I absolutely, just be nice. But I think that we use those things as excuses to accept the fact of why we aren't losing weight, instead of just pointing the finger right back at myself and going, okay, I need to eat a different way because I'm in menopause. I can't look back at how I ate 10 years ago and think that's going to work now, 10 years later. There's no way. My body has completely changed in 10 years. So don't point the finger at anything else. Point the finger only at yourself and don't blame it on anything else. Number 7 is I was good last week, so therefore I can splurge. or put in whatever it is. I was good yesterday, so today is okay. So my weigh-in day is on Thursdays. So Thursday morning, I will weigh in. Well, now I know I've got an entire week between the next weigh-in, and I will literally go, I can eat a little bit more today because I got an entire week to work that off. Okay, that's ridiculous. That's all that's doing is slowing down my progress. But I've literally said this to myself, and I'm like, Bobby, that is so twisted that you think that that's right. So do not believe this lie. It's not, count it. It's fine if you can work it into your plan, absolutely, but you have to count it. And I would be like, oh, I'm just not going to count it. It's fine. How stupid is that? So I'm yelling at myself here. All right, lie number 8. I do not need to plan my week for food. Oh boy, that one's a big one. If I do not plan out on the weekend some lunches at least, and you guys know I did an entire video about, I believe that this habit of making my lunches was literally life-changing. And I'll link that below so you guys can go watch it if you haven't had a chance. But literally, I do believe that half the reason, even when I am not been losing weight, the reason I haven't gained this weight back is because of that change alone. So again, I did a whole video on that. But you have to plan your week, especially if you are out working full time. There's no way you're going to be able to eat healthy throughout the week if you do not have food readily available to be able to eat. And I really do not believe that in the long term, you are able to have long-term success if you are constantly eating out, either getting fast food, even if you have healthy options. It's still not good, healthy food that you're supposed to be filling your body constantly. It's good for those moments when you need it, but I don't think that you are going to be a healthy person and have long-term success if you're eating out all the time. So you have to plan out your week. I'll figure out what I'm going to eat out at the restaurant when I get there. I'm sure I can figure it out then. That is absolutely a lie, because at that moment, you are around everyone else who is ordering food that sounds amazing to you, and you're seeing the food come in to the other people and it looks yummy. And now you're supposed to now converse with the people you're with, but instead you've got your phone and you're like, okay, I see this on the menu and I'm going to figure out how many points this is, or who wants to do that? I know that sometimes you have to do that. But if you know you're going to a certain restaurant, get on their website and go and look up on their menu options for you, and then put it into the app and figure out if you're counting calories or if you're doing Weight Watchers. So figure it out so that you know how many points or calories you're going to eat at that point. And then you are not taken by surprise. You can sit down at the restaurant, open up the menu, and know your options for the food that you're going to eat. The 11th lie that we tell ourselves is, I've decided I'm not going to count those things. It's okay. I literally heard a woman say this in, some YouTube video I was watching, and she listed the things that she had decided she just wasn't going to count. And I thought, I kind of think that's kind of arrogant. I mean, the program that you're on, they are the people who figured this out, and they have had great success of people on this. And they know that the way that they all work together is to have you have success. It's not to make us be, living in pain. It's so that we are successful in our weight loss. And then you have the arrogance to say, I've just decided I'm not going to count that stuff. I absolutely have said this lie to myself. I've decided because it's coconut oil, I'm not going to count it. And it's a lot. Now, okay, a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, all right, but I think we need to be careful. All those things add up. So every time you've made that choice to not count it because you've just decided, I'm just not going to count those things anymore, then you have those calories, those points coming into your body that is still having its effect on your body, regardless if you count it or not. It's still in your body doing its thing. So I think be careful. You need to count everything that comes into your body. You're putting it in your mouth, you need to count it. So that means if you want, writing it down, putting it in the app, figuring it out. So don't fall for that trap and think, I don't need to do it. I hope this was helpful to you. I know it was helpful to me because it has kicked me in the butt. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I am not doing this anymore. I have got to get back on track. And I have my moments. Don't we all have our moments where we're like, I've been great for 2 days and then something hits and I listened to the lies. I thought I'd be okay. And literally I'm right back where I was 3 days ago, not counting my points again. Let me know below if you guys have had any lies that you're telling yourselves. I'd love to hear them. Or if you can agree with me, I'd love to know that. I will see you guys in the next video. God bless. Okay, so if you've watched till the end and you are here for the update, thank you for staying. So for those of you who might be new here, I sometimes in my videos do an update. Like I will fill you in on something. It has nothing to do with the video I just did. And it's just a fun way for me to talk with you guys more one-on-one. Like I'm talking to you, my friend. And I think of that. I think of you guys as my friends. So I wanted to fill you in on a few things. So my video where I did a makeup kit for beginners for women who are 50 plus. Well, everything I do is for women 50 plus. So I set in it a list of things that were a very pared down beginner kit. And 2 things that came out of that I was like, oh, I wish I said that. So I thought I would update it now. One is, I never said it, and one of you told me in the comments, and I so appreciated you telling me this. You guys said, be sure to wet down the sponge. So the sponge that I used to put on my foundation, I never said it in the video, and I should have, because if somebody's a true beginner, they would not know that. Hopefully they would read the directions on the packaging, but I should have said, yes, you absolutely need to wet down the sponge, and it needs to be just damp. So I take the sponge, I wet it down, and then I put it in a towel and squeeze it to get all the extra moisture out. So absolutely wet it down. I said I had 2 things about videos that I didn't even tell you the second one. And the second one was I got a lot of questions about that beginner kit where I didn't say eyeliner. And I didn't put eyeliner in the beginner kit. Like why? Like you didn't even talk about it. And that was on purpose. It wasn't something I omitted. I personally think an eyeliner is an advanced thing. I think an eyeliner is very easy for someone to get discouraged with because it's hard to do. Some people get it right away. And I don't even use an eyeliner. I don't like it on me. So that's why I didn't. It wasn't something I forgot. It was literally on purpose. I didn't want to put it in. I thought I would tell you guys what I'm wearing on my lips because you guys always comment on my lipstick. And this is a new color for me. I'm not positive I like it, but I don't know. Let me know below. The color it's from ColourPop, and it's a lippy stick. And it is the color, Brink. And it's a matte. It's 1914. It looks like that. So it looks like these in the store. Well, I guess I should put the lid on so you guys can see it. It looks like these. And over that is a Buxom. It's just a tiny one that I got in a thing called Sophia. And this is over it, a lip topper or a lip gloss, I should say. And that's over it. So there you go. And the third update is I told you guys that I didn't really like Tati's, what are they called? I forgot what they're called. They're like a velour kind of thing. I have used this little one for pressed powder, and it is perfect for that. So the big one would do the same thing, but I think the little one, because I can put it between my fingers and use the tip and get it right underneath my eyes, I have really enjoyed it for that. But that's the only thing I've liked it for. I do not like it for doing anything else. Honestly, I don't. All right, so those are my updates, and I will see you guys in the next video. God bless again.